Alright, so this is the same book as last time. It's the last Inktober thing. I just added more pages to it that I needed, which was like 5 or 6 from a different book to finish off the Inktober comic that I did this year. It's my first time doing a comic. For my own story. So this is page 1 of A Doctor and a Lost Lamb. I actually did extra pages for this year. I showed the template I used to, which I've made myself, to do all my thumbnailing and my boarding and everything on before I end up going to paper. Those moths are so huge. I really want them to be big. Originally this was actually going to have his family photo in it, and he was just going to be cast there, but it did not work out. So I knew I was going to be putting the text in and stuff digitally. All those pages should be popping up on the screen for you. I'm going to try to leave as much time as possible for that. But you can also find them on my Gumroad, and I'll link to my DeviantArt gallery folder doodad that has all the pages in it. So this is Dr. Stavi Drake, and our little buddy down here, that's Crowla, and this is Mr. Formé. Just in case you don't know how to say anybody's names. Yep, that's better. He's like toddling down the hall. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm really considering continuing to make little short comics like this. Another fun fact. So, I did all my planning for this early, which was my first time doing that. And my computer died like a week into Inktober. It was pretty bad, and I wasn't sure if it was my CPU or my motherboard. So I was like, well, I don't know how to deal with this situation. And I ended up having to buy new stuff, which is mostly my mom helping me because I don't have very much money right now. We won't talk about that. So I ended up so behind on our comic and stuff that we do online, my sister and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up. I was so stressed about it. So I just got super into this comic. It was the only thing I could really do. And I finished it on the 19th of October. And got my computer parts in that night. Fixed it the next morning. Had my computer up, started scanning and editing and adding the text. Doing the sizing differences for like Instagram. Posting my extra pages on my Ko-fi. Soon changing them into stuff for Gumroad. The light's now kind of coming in my window. It's slightly early in the morning. That was pretty crazy, but I was glad I got it fixed, and then right after that I was double timing comic pages. Now I'm ahead because I was like panicking. And then I did a figure drawing challenge after this. I did like 205 figures in a week. So I was just doing 14 on paper, and 14 on my computer. Oh, this is so fun. Freaking Frass and Crowla kill me. There are more stories in this. I have them written, just short stories. I definitely shortened a lot of this one. Else would have been way too long. Crowla's secret. Ba ba ba. Actually gets kind of spoiled for you in the story. They are little demons and what have you. This here, the paper is being really resistant to the ink, so I don't really know what was up with that. I didn't do a lot of erasing or anything, that's why I used my little light buddy, so, because I draw all these on regular paper at, like, to size, and then I go over the top and just put the sketch in very cleanly underneath, so I'm not erasing a whole bunch and ruining how it takes water, but apparently that didn't really help. This is also super warped before. I took all of these out of the book to do this, and I have had it squashed, I mean squashed, between some sketchbooks on a shelf, and it's definitely better. Sorry about the light. Did change upon me. And hopefully you can hear me. I had to move my mic out of the way. I just get sick of hitting it. You can't really see this here. I have a sketch of it in my thumbnails and stuff. But it's actually like hands kind of holding an eyeball, but I didn't want to over detail it right here because you really wouldn't see that much detail. Dr. Stavi. So Betha. Find a chicken buddy. Sad Crowla. I was just knobby little knees and skinny legs. That's basically the size that I draw legs when I'm like doing figure skeletal drawings. But I have more of that out eventually, by the way. It's all planned, that whole figure series where I'm trying to help people draw bodies. Not that I'm like the best teacher ever in the whole world. I don't have any experience, but so I just had to draw big here. The original sketch was like really huge, but I just had to draw big here. This is Fizz. He helps him out. It's like right here as he comes closer. Dr. Stavi puts his hand in front of Crowla. He's trying to protect him. And Crowla can't speak, which was addressed earlier in the comic. But no, he cannot. It's not actually addressed in the comic that his dad is like a demon lord guy, and he gets sent off with Dr. Stavi because he's super different. But yeah, this is the end. This is the very last page. And yeah, so it's a pretty thick boy. It has 2 Inktober's in it, and then that one extra page that I did. So that is the end of that. And I had a blast. I had a blast even though I was freaking out this year about everything. I've been mainly drawing in the sketchbook lately when I have some time. And doing pages like this Maybe I'll film one. They usually take a while 'cause I'm usually watching TV or something while I'm doing these. So, this is a recurring character. So yeah, I will see what I can do about making some videos. I'm caught up on a lot of things now, so sorry for the wait. But I really appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten, and people commenting and liking. It's super awesome. It feels really weird that anyone would want to watch my videos or to see my art to that extent. So thanks so much. You guys have a good day or night. I hope that you like this sketchbook tour, Inktober tour, I don't know. And yeah, have a good night, day or night, and bye.